Other realities. I have said that the Bardos are opportunities, but what is it exactly about the Bardos that makes it possible for us to seize the opportunities they offer? The answer is simple. They are all different states and different realities of mind. In the Buddhist training, we prepare, through meditation, to discover precisely the various interrelated aspects of mind and to skillfully enter different levels of consciousness. There is a distinct and exact relation between the Bardo states and the levels of consciousness we experience throughout the cycle of life and death. So as we move from one Bardo to another, both in life and death, there is a corresponding change in consciousness, which through spiritual practice we can intimately acquaint ourselves with, and come in the end completely to comprehend. Since the process that unfolds in the Bardos of death is embedded in the depths of our mind, it manifests in life also at many levels. There is, for example, a vivid correspondence between the degrees in subtlety of consciousness we move through in sleep and dream, and the three Bardos associated with death. Going to sleep is similar to the Bardo of dying, where the elements and thought process dissolve, opening into the experience of the ground luminosity. Dreaming is akin to the Bardo of becoming, the intermediate state where you have a clairvoyant and highly mobile mental body that goes through all kinds of experiences. In the dream state, too, we have a similar kind of body, the dream body, in which we undergo all the experiences of dream life. In between the Bardo of dying and the Bardo of becoming is a very special state of luminosity or clear light called, as I have said, the Bardo of Dharmata. This is an experience that occurs for everyone, but there are very few who can even notice it, let alone experience it completely, as it can only be recognized by a trained practitioner. This Bardo of Dharmata corresponds to the period after falling asleep and before dreams begin. Of course, the Bardos of death are much deeper states of consciousness than the sleep and dream states, and far more powerful moments. But their relative levels of subtlety correspond and show the kind of links and parallels that exist between all the different levels of consciousness. Masters often use this particular comparison to show just how difficult it is to maintain awareness during the Bardo states. How many of us are aware of the change in consciousness when we fall asleep, or the moment of sleep before dreams begin? How many of us are aware even when we dream that we are dreaming? Imagine then how difficult it will be to remain aware during the turmoil of the Bardos of death. How your mind is in the sleep and dream state indicates how your mind will be in the corresponding Bardo states. For example, the way in which you react to dreams, nightmares, and difficulties now shows how you might react after you die. This is why the yoga of sleep and dream plays such an important part in the preparation for death. What a real practitioner seeks to do is to keep unfailing and unbroken his or her awareness of the nature of mind throughout day and night, and so use directly the different phases of sleep and dream to recognize and become familiar with what will happen in the Bardos during and after death. So we find two other Bardos often included within the natural Bardo of this life: the Bardo of sleep and dream, and the Bardo of meditation. Meditation is the practice of the daytime, and sleep and dream yoga the practices of the night. In the tradition to which the Tibetan Book of the Dead belongs, these two are added to the 4 Bardos to make a series of 6 Bardos.